So as a concept for regular sub-goals execution, we have the ABCD analysis. This is okay. I think you might need to wait because I didn't do the breakdown in the slide now. This is you separating your time. Let me try to share an example of, because I think I have a document like that on my laptop. So I'm trying to get a document for us so that this will understand what I want to see better. Okay. Let me share the screen so that I'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is the can you see my screen? I know you can see. Okay, you should be able to see it now. This is the ABCD analysis. So on a particular day, you have things to do on this day. Is it important? Is it urgent? Is it not important? Is it not urgent? So let's say I want to watch a movie today. Watching a movie is not really important and it's not urgent. I can watch it anytime. So to be in this last deleted angle, because it's not something that I have to do every day. It's something I have to do. So it is not important and not urgent. I can choose to delete it. So let's say it is not important, but it is urgent. Let's say I have a class now, and okay, let me use ZCall as an example. I'm the secretary of the ZCall, and I'm in charge of the ZCall academic committee. And I have a test tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. And the awarding wants to see someone from the academic committee by 8 a.m. So seeing the awarding is urgent, but on the scale of importance, on comparison to my test, it is less important to my test. So I can choose to delegate this responsibility to the chairman of the academic committee. Please go see the wording on my behalf. So it is not important in that sense, but it is urgent. So you need to delegate it to somebody to do it for you, because if you don't do that, you end up not doing it. Let me take another one. If it is important and it's urgent, that is going to class or doing your assignment. I just woke up this morning, I have an assignment to do. Maybe I have to submit the assignment by 12 p.m. and I woke up by 8 a.m. So it is urgent and it is important. So I have to do my assignment right now. Or I have a class by 8 a.m. I wake up by 7 a.m. I have to have my bits, because going to class is important and it's urgent. I have to go to my class immediately. Okay, so I have to go to my class immediately. Second one is important and not urgent. So let me now say that I have to go to class by 8 a.m. and I have to I want to read a book today. Or let me say I want to take an online course today, but I have to go to my class by 8 a.m. It's important and urgent. But taking my online course is also important to my goals for the year and goals for the week and go for the day specifically. So I need to schedule a time on that day, since taking that online course is not urgent compared to taking my physical classes. So I can schedule my online course to say when I come back from class, let's say from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., 1 hour, take this course. So that's scheduling your task that is important. You want to do it on that day, but it's not urgent. But if it is important and urgent, that means you need to do it immediately. Okay, I need to take my online courses, but I have tests tomorrow. Should I still take my online course by 9 to 10? At that particular point, taking your online class is important, yes, but it's not really urgent, because I can take my online class after my test tomorrow. So let me just read through the night. Everything else I need to do, I can schedule it till tomorrow. So that's like scheduling your not urgent tasks, even though they are important, because you can always do them next time. But reading your notes and doing all those stuff are important right now. So this is like the ABCD analysis. I just try to share this so that we understand how it is in the graphical form of it. I can actually send this document also to the group so that can print them out. You'll be like, also, we have the daily to-do list. Okay, I think I'll need to share this one also. Daily to-do. So this is like, I do this every evening, like maybe around that 11 to 12 p.m. before I sleep. Like, what are the things I need to do tomorrow? Is it classes? Is it these things? Let me schedule, like, have a to-do list. These are things I need to do. So I have like the urgency scale. Like, these are things I need to do immediately I wake up next morning. But I don't want to miss out in doing them, because let me see now, I want to read the Bible tomorrow. I want to pray. If I don't pray or read the Bible as soon as I wake up, I might not be able to do it on that day again. It's just me being realistic with myself, because once I've gone to class 8 a.m., I have to read. I can read a book on my phone during the breaks we have during classes. When I come back from class, I might have to read my book, write my notes. I have to take my online courses. Before I know everything, 11 p.m., 12 p.m., time has gone. I have to sleep and wake up the next day again. So this is like you being realistic with yourself. What are the things I need to do tomorrow? What is the scale of urgency in doing this thing? Let me try to share the template for the to-do list so that we can all see it and get what I'm trying to talk about. I'm just trying to make this session as fast as possible. You can always message me after the session to just discuss some things. If you have things that I need to explain more about, so that you can grow together. You have some challenges in meeting your goals and meeting your daily routine. So you can easily speak about it and solve the problem together. So this is like the to-do list I use. So now, if let me say every day I have to take my class tomorrow, that will be like number one on this list. Okay, let me just arrange it now. The way I arrange it personally is I wake up 5:36. Sometimes I wake up a little late, but at least this is like the average time I wake up 5:36. So let's say I want to read my Bible, I want to pray. I'll put it as number one. Read my Bible, number two. Then third thing, get something to eat. Those are like passive things, but then I also add it to it. Then fourth thing is attending my classes. Then taking online courses. Let me say I have a duty to perform in the hall, right duty there. I have a duty to perform in my department, right duty there. I have a duty to perform in my church, right duty there. In my society, right. So this is like things that you have to do this first. Like I have to do them tomorrow by force, by fire. I have to do my assignments. I have testing tomorrow. I have to read tomorrow. So this is like do this first list. Second one is do this passively. Let's say I want to upload a particular post to my social media handles. So on my way to class, I can actually upload this post. On my way to during the breaks within my classes, I can upload this post. I can scroll to social media, check my LinkedIn page. Do I have notifications? Check my Facebook. Do I have any notification? Do I have questions? Do I have comments? Check my Instagram. Check my Twitter. Like these are things that I can actually do them passively. If I want to read a book, I can read that book passively, because during the 1 hour break within my class, I can pick up my phone or even take that hard copy of the book to my class and I'll read it. Nothing will happen. So these are things I can actually do them passively. But do these first are things that you need to focus on them and take it one at a time. And if you're not careful, your time will go and you'll not be able to do anything. Not that I need to like have them out in a particular place that I can easily refer to them. Do this if you still have time at things that not important and they're not urgent. So that means, let's say I have a okay. I want to read a book. I want to finish 40 pages. I have the goal of finishing this book this week, and I've read my 40 pages in the morning. If I still have time or not, I can start to read more pages of the book, and I can start to even watch a movie. So these are the things that I can do if you still have time. I can start to chat with my babe. That was just being jovial. So these are things that I can still do if you have time every day. So it's not really important and it's not urgent, but you can do them if you have time. So this is like the particular to-do list I use. I will send them to the group so that I can have a view of them. So, okay, pick your moments. Okay, this is, I've already explained this, but let me just explain it one more time. This is like, I know that I assimilate better at night, or I concentrate better at night. So let me just move reading my book to the night. Do you get? Let me move reading my book to like 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. This is the best time for me to read. I've picked my best moment for doing this particular thing. Move it there, because picking your moment is not something that happens on paper. You have to study yourself. What happened today? How did I spend my time today? For the whole of 2022, how was I spending my time? What are the limitations I've had? So this will help you to pick your best moments for every particular thing. Do you get? So this is like, I know that if I carry my book in the night, I'll sleep off. So if you have time in the afternoon, let me just go to the library and let me go and read. Because if I start reading in the night, I'm going to sleep off. So this is like picking your best moment to do every part of your task. You know that I'm not a good person. I don't wake up very early. I wake up around 7 a.m. So the things that you need to do within 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., you can just move it to like the night. So these are like, you have to know what works for you as a person. You have to pick your best moment to achieve every particular part of your goal. This is just like, this session is like a brush through session. So you can actually message me anytime if you need more assistance. Now you can ask questions. You can ask questions now. You can unmute your mic and speak if you want to talk. If you have questions based on what we have discussed, we can ask now. Anyone with any question? Okay. Anyone?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Now, the session was quite insightful.
Okay.
So, not to dwell on too much. So, the question is, when you have so many goals
Yes.
and these goals announce themselves that like they are in need of attention, but there's an hierarchy of
Mm.
uh need.
Mm.
All those goals, like they require attention. How do you section them? Like, how do you, without getting, you know, why many people don't set goals is because of frustration.
Mm.
Like when you have many things to do at and you
Mm.
don't just, everything will just, confusion will just start, you now become frustrated.
Mm.
So how do you like just sit down, prioritize the ones that you need to prioritize and like plan them out so that you don't get frustrated? Is it that you eliminate some parts, or you have a way to like
Mm.
fixing everything, you factor in all those goes together and you still arrive at a better conclusion?
Okay. I understand. Okay, let me try to
That's the
answer it.
question.
Okay. Is that the only question you have? Is
Hello?
that the only question you have? Okay. Let me answer you. So basically, I understood this question. What he's trying to say is, if you have like a lot of things to do at the same time, how do you set your goals? Like you have a lot of things to do. How do you set your goals in such a way that everything don't just get mixed up and you don't get frustrated from not doing anything at the end of the day? So basically, the first thing is, I like writing things down a lot. I like writing things down a lot. You need to plan yourself as an individual. Know what you have to do and when you have to do them. You have to plan your time. Like this is Fadaka. Fadaka has duties to perform as the secretary of Zikol. He has duties to perform as an ESCO in his department. He has duties to perform as a part of football team in his department. He has duties to perform as a member of a unit in his church. He has academic duties to perform. He has books to read. He has his financial goals. He has skills he wants to learn. So you need to pen all these things down. That's the first step of it to write everything down. Let me see on the paper. If you get to my room, you can easily get A4 sheet because I like writing things down, make them graphical. So when you write everything down, now you have to prioritize them. The first thing that comes on all these lists is my academics. first thing that comes on all this is my academics. Maybe what follows it is my work or my goal. It depends on yourself. Yes, it depends on yourself. All these things are personal. So you need to prioritize everything. After prioritizing everything, you need to set up your time management framework. That's what I was talking about that time. Let me say I have class 8 to 6 every day. Let me say my time for my day is basically 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. I wake up by 6 a.m. I sleep by 12 p.m. So I know that anything I want to do has to be between 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. Now I'll go back to my goals, like things I want to, everything that I have to do as a person. Now fit this particular thing into a particular time in your day in such a way that you have to be able to, because let me give an example now. If you are someone that you walk around, you do all those stuff, and you set, let me say during the 1 hour break that you have your class, if you, let me take my online course during this 1 hour break, and you're someone that really greet a lot of people, do all those stuff, play around, you have a lot of friends, you gist, you might not be able to do any course on that day because you picked the wrong moment to do your online course. So let me just say, let me reply my WhatsApp messages at this particular time because I used to gist my friend at this time. So I can easily gist my friend and also reply my WhatsApp messages, check my Facebook, check my Instagram, check my Twitter. You need to pick the best moment for yourself. If you're an introvert in your class, you can decide to take your course within that break because I'm not talking to anybody. I don't really greet people. It's not a good thing, yes, but you know, if I'll just greet you and I'll go sit down. So you can easily do your online course during that particular period because I don't have anybody to waste my time or to greet with. So you have to pick your best moments. You need to plan out your time and you need to know the best time to take actions. Did I answer your question or you still have something that I need to clarify? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, do you understand what I said? Can you hear me?
The network was just
Okay.
breaking, so I was not able to.
You can
Yeah,
message
I can hear you. I can hear
you can
you.
message me. You can message me anytime so that we can discuss the more realistic aspect of it. Like this is what is actually happening, so that I can assist you in going through that aspect. Is that fine?
Yeah, yeah.
So are
I
you
was
not
even
Adewale?
thinking.
Yes? Yes. What did you say?
Yeah, I I wanted to ask another question. I was thinking it might be other people on this
Okay. So
platform.
you can message me on WhatsApp. I will attend to your question. Yeah. So
Okay.
okay, yeah, thank you. Aida Adewale, you have a question, please. Can you ask? Your hand is up.
Yes, so good evening.
Good evening.
So my own question is that I noticed that since you talked, you did not say anything about having a support system or having a community of people that help you. You just majorly talked about systems that you created around yourself that helped you. So I just want to know, so is it that we do not necessarily need to have people that will hold us accountable? Is it that we can do it by ourselves, or is there still a place of having a support group?
Okay, I understand your question. Basically, even if you have a support group as a person, if you yourself are not accountable to yourself, you end up not doing things you are meant to do. That's the truth of the matter. But having a support system is great because yeah, it keeps you in check, But basically, I want you as a person to be as independent and as focused as you can as a person personally. So if you now have you can have mentors, yes, is 100% advised. You can have mentors, people that you think they have gone ahead of you in this particular way. They can assist you in doing these things. They can break things down for you. It's 100% advisable. But even if you have this particular people in your life and you yourself don't plan these things out, you don't have you're not accountable to yourself, they will tell you things to do and you end up not doing them because you are not you don't have a planned out way to achieve this thing yourself. I don't know if you understand me. Having a community or group of people that will advise you is very important. Yes, it's good, but you need to actually have you need to have a particular plan for yourself. You have to stay accountable and stay true to yourself, because if you are not true to yourself, you end up not achieving anything. So you can, I don't know if you can comment on, I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, or I've not answered the question yet. Hello? Hello? Adedoja Adewale, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, I was typing. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
I
Then did you
understand.
have I answered your question?
Yes, you have. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
So it's important that even beyond having a support, we prepare ourselves to be able to be our own support.
Yes, you need to stay accountable to yourself. So, Oladokun Rachel, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, and it's breaking, but I can hear you. I can't hear you. Can you type your question?
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you. So, Eni Olorun, I want to say something. I wanted to say something.
Yeah, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, when you were emphasizing on some techniques in like setting goals,
Yes.
you didn't, like, I noticed you didn't mention something which I find useful, like a deadline to reaching goals. Like,
Okay.
the reason for goal setting is to, like, at least you
Mm.
should be able to manage your time. That's how we set goals.
Mm.
So is it possible? Is it like, do we have to add deadline to it? Another question is, me as a person now, I tend to plan my goals with my head, and most of the time, or more often than not, it works, but sometimes it will just clash with other unprecedented stuff that will just come that I didn't plan for. So, like, what would be your own thought, like, on, is it better to write it down or to have it planned in your head? This is what I'm going to do. And the second one is, how about the deadline setting goals?
Okay. Thank you. So I think when I was speaking, I talked about when I was talking about the setting goals. You know, I took an acronym, SMART ER, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So this time bound actually talks about you setting a deadline for what you want to achieve. I said it is not productive to set a very long deadline to achieve a simple task, or also not smart to set a short deadline to achieve something complex and time consuming. Your goals need to be defined by a time, but time has to be appropriate enough based on your speed as a person and the nature of the task you want to achieve. So yes, you have to set deadlines. It's very important. If you don't set deadlines, then you have to be lackadaisical as what you want to do. You have to set deadlines. Very important to set deadlines. So you need to set deadlines. Let me give an example how you can go about it. If let me say I want to message someone. Okay, this is not the best example. Let me just try to visualize the best of certain time bound for your goals. If you want to finish reading a book, as I said, you want to finish reading a book or 200 pages in a week. Let's say 5 days. Let's say there are 5 days in a week. Let's just assume. So I want to finish 200 pages in a week. That means I have to take these courses. I have to read 40 pages every day. I have to read 40 pages every day. So the deadline for reading first page 1 to 40 is today. Second day is 40 to 80 tomorrow. So if at the end of the day, if you don't finish 40 to 80 tomorrow, you just read 40 to 60. Next day, you need to read from 60 to 120. So it is very important to set deadlines, because if you don't set deadlines, you'll be lackadaisical with your goal and you might not really be productive enough. Second thing you said is having your goal in your head. You know, I emphasize that you need to use paper. Like, you need to get papers and write things down. It's very important. Setting things in your head is out of it, because there's a saying that a faint pencil is better than a sharp memory. A faint pencil is better than a sharp memory. If you don't write things down, you will forget. Life is, don't let me say life is tough. you have responsibilities, things cloud your memory, things cloud your thinking. You have things to do every time. So if you don't write things down, you might forget. Is unavoidable, you might forget. So let me check if Rachel has typed that question. Okay. Said, I observe that I'm always rigid with my plans. There are times when things you never plan for occur, but I always want to be strict with my goals. Although those things come up, those things that come up are in some way important. How do I avoid being so rigid and at the same time being disciplined? Okay. So say things come up basically, and they're also important. I think what you need to do is use the priority matrix. You have the urgency importance scale. So you have to use that. I think that's the best thing that's going to work for you. So every day you can print out some copies of this priority matrix. I think I showed you the other time. Let me try to share it again. Okay, you need to use this priority matrix very well. This is urgent importance. So if what you want to do, you have your goals every day. So you need to set your priorities. If what came up is, let me say, mommy calls Rachel, please, can you help me to get something within, Rachel already planned that today I want to take an online course from 6 to 7 p.m. Or I want to read my book from 6 to 7 p.m. I want to do my assignment from 6 to 7 p.m. Then mommy calls Rachel, please, can I help to do this particular thing within that same time? So what mommy told you to do is also urgent and important. Doing your assignment is also urgent and important. But most things that happen at this point in time is my sleep always pay for it. Me as a person, personally, when something like that happens, my sleep will pay for it, because if I'm meant to sleep by 12 p.m. or 11 p.m., 12 a.m. or 11 p.m., I have to extend it by 1 hour because something else that is urgent and important has eaten into my time. Or something that I can also do is, if you now have something that is important or not urgent, important but not urgent, let me say the assignments you want to do is to be submitted on Monday, and you plan to do it today 6 to 7 p.m. and something else that is very important and urgent has come to that particular place, what you can do is schedule this assignment, because it's now, the assignment will now go into the scale of being important but not being urgent. So you can say, since I have something to do by this 6 to 7 p.m., let me do my assignment on Saturday by this same 6 to 7 p.m. again. Do you get my point? So you need to, yes, you have to be flexible with your plan. You have to be flexible. It's very important. But flexibility does not mean that you be lackadaisical. You need to be flexible, but you need to be disciplined. You need to be flexible, you need to be disciplined. You need to know how to. That's why you need, these things are not they are not mental things. You can get, as I said, you need to can print this thing out. You can just print, you have 365 days next year. You can print 365 copies, one for every day. Today you write things that you need to do tomorrow. After you put everything in this priority matrix, get back to your to-do list, add everything there. Second day, get into doing your things and you have your plan going smoothly. So I don't know if I've answered your question, Rachel. You need to be flexible. You need to know how to use this priority matrix. Know what is important, what is urgent, what is not urgent, and what is not important, so that you know how to change time, how to know, you know what to do at a particular time or what not to do at a particular time. So you know what can wait and what cannot wait. So do you understand my question, Rachel? And my answer? Have I answered your question? So if you need more details, you can message me so we can discuss better on it. So does anyone else have any other question? Anyone else? Okay. So if no one else has any question, we'll be calling it a day from here. Thank you for joining. And you can always, yes, you can always reach me anytime if you feel there's something we need to discuss about. You have your goals, you have